The chessboard needs to be placed in such a manner that each player should has light colored square on the bottom right hand. Regarding the pieces, the second row is occupied with pawns and the first row set up as follows. The rooks occupy the corner squares. And moving inwards, the knight belong next to the rooks. The next to the knights, we have our bishops. After this, we place our queens on her matching color. And then finally, we place our king on the remaining square. The board is set up correctly. Each piece is facing each other, the queen across the queen and the king across the king, and similarly other pieces. Each of the 6 different pieces have a unique ways of moving. Let's start with rook. The rook moves in a plus pattern. That means it can move any number of squares in up, down, right or left. The bishops can move any number of squares diagonally or in X pattern. Now let's look at the queen. The queen is considered to be the most powerful piece on the chessboard because it can move both like bishop and rook. That means it can move any number of squares vertically, horizontally or diagonally. Let's talk about the knight. The knight moves in the shape of the knight is the only piece that can jump over the other. That means if there are any number of pieces right next to the knight, it can simply jump over the other. The pawn is the most complicated piece because it has many unique qualities. It moves in one direction and captures in other direction. Pawn moves one step forward, but if it is their first move, it can move 1 or 2 steps forward. Remember, pawns can only capture pieces diagonally in front of them, and they cannot capture pieces in front of them. Let's see what happens if the pawn gets all the way down to the back rank or a row. Well, what happens is something called pawn promotion. The pawn simply turns into queen, knight, bishop or a rook. You can promote to any one of the 4 pieces. It's completely your choice. Let's talk about the most important piece in the chess, that is our king. The objective of the chess is to checkmate the king. The king moves only one square at a time in any direction.